All of the passion is last and a blast. That you blast with the fast when I'm asking you pass on the action. I know that I'm half of a being. You seeing in me that I'm only a meaning. I'm only defeating, completing myself as a being. Inside I've been leaving, always been deceiving my mind. I've been reading. I'm always devoting myself as the king. I don't know the meaning. I know.
Hello my friends, frenemies, it is I am Xeno. Once again, I'm not alone, I'm here by myself, and today we're about to talk about Dragon Ball Z and all the entirety of everything Dragon Ball. Now, this video is similar to my Kingdom Hearts video of why I like or why I love a series, game, or anything else. And we're gonna be talking about Dragon Ball Z this time. So basically, let's get started. So, Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, the one that a lot of people started with, especially me, I watched this on Cartoon Network when I was a kid. You little young Makiko, we talking about. And every time my brothers would be like, alright, we're gonna watch this show. I'll be like, is it Dragon Ball? They'd be like, yeah, Dragon Ball. We about to watch Dragon Ball. They lied, it was Ed and Eddie. But either way, we're talking about Dragon Ball Z. Basically, I would always enjoy the show for multiple reasons. This show has hyped, encouraged, and made a lot of people actually have more will to fight, more reason to train. Heck, even motivates some people to work out, motivates people to get stronger and do multiple more things in life, and some people even just to be a martial artist. And that's the crazy thing about Dragon Ball. It's so old, but yet it's been supported and throughout a lot of history, and a lot of people really like Dragon Ball Z. And that's why I want to explain why whoever doesn't like it, I want to give them a reason. Now, here's one of my reasons. One, it's something new to get into. It's very interesting, a lot of screaming, and a lot of fighting, which is something you might not think that you would be interested in until you actually watch a series. And if you start from the beginning, when Goku's a kid, growing up as a martial artist to become one of the best ones in the whole world, that's just amazing. Now, a lot of times in Dragon Ball, you get a lot of people dying. Like, everybody died, but they get wished back. So this is more of a show that I can see how it's more for kids in a way. However, it has more of an adult and other type of fan base with it. So the reason mostly why I say that is because a lot of people die, but they come back. And that's because of the Dragon Balls. And because of that, I feel like a lot of people need to understand that death doesn't matter in Dragon Ball. In general, Dragon Ball, death doesn't matter. However, there are some people in the anime that has died that are permanently dead and aren't going to be wished back. Now, this is what makes the series continue on and everything. Like, no one thinks 100%, okay, Goku's gonna die and no one else is gonna continue for him. Everyone knows that Goku's not gonna 100% perish and that he's gonna stay. Everyone loves Goku, everyone thinks Gohan's a disappointment, and everyone thinks Goten should be doing more, like training and stuff. So, honestly, Dragon Ball is something everyone needs to be hooked on to. And I'm not saying that because of how much I like it, but because it motivates you in a good way. More exercise, gives you music to get you pumped up. Simple things like that. Things to make you feel like, you know, you should continue and keep fighting. Things like that, and that there's always going to be someone stronger, and that you can surpass them. It's just going to take a lot of work. And even for Vegeta, it's something about Goku versus Vegeta that has been going on for so long, and like, because of that, a lot of people kind of always see that as it's always going to be a battle. It's always going to be them against them. And honestly, if Dragon Ball Super never happened, I'm pretty sure the fan base would still be just as alive. I don't see as Dragon Ball Super changing the whole series. I see Dragon Ball Super as something that Toriyama and all the creators just saw and they want to create, just because they knew how the fans felt. They probably also knew that the series would have continued even before then. And with the games extending and there also being Dragon Ball heroes and that to be canon and so on, all of that just kept up the hype and everyone really continued loving Dragon Ball. And now that Dragon Ball Super has ended, we're only hoping for another anime already, and we're getting a movie. Now, honestly, the thing about it is that when I played my first Dragon Ball Z game, it was the first Budokai. Now that game was difficult, and it still is difficult. It will never get easy, but you know, I guess the reason why they also made it difficult is so, you know, to keep fighting more people that are harder and harder. And that's fine. It's just that fighting Cell with Gohan was ridiculous. And it was just, you have to be really skilled. And this game alone makes you more skilled. And I feel like it still has the Dragon Ball feel. After all these years, it's because of how you have to keep fighting and keep fighting the same boss over and over and over again until you actually win. And a lot of times that doesn't always happen. So you just, you know, give up sometimes. And Dragon Ball just motivates you not to. Because no matter how much times you do it, eventually you'll make it. And that's just how crazy Dragon Ball is. That's something that also motivates YouTubers as well, like myself, is no matter how much times I failed to get 100 views, 1,000,000 views, anything like that, it doesn't really matter because now I know why I'm doing it. However, at the time when I began, that was very stressful, not being able to make a lot of views and subs. And Dragon Ball just motivated me to keep going anyway. And I feel like that's why everyone needs to continue watching Dragon Ball, so everyone can continue being motivated. And if they're not motivated, then it's gonna stop a lot of people. Like, no one wants a big YouTuber that they like to stop. No one wants a small YouTuber that they like to stop as well. And as long as I continue, I know eventually I can become a big YouTuber, or maybe eventually I'll stop because of other reasons. Either way, I know that Dragon Ball has brought me a lot of memories, and I wanted to bring you a lot of memories as well. If you haven't seen Dragon Ball, I recommend it. So I'm about to end the video pretty soon. I just want everyone here to know that Dragon Ball is a really good anime, and they should definitely watch it. If you know all these other animes, and you haven't seen Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Super, or even Dragon Ball GT, then I apologize for you, and I'm happy you came across this video. So, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you have anything to say down below, please comment now. Tell me if you guys actually haven't watched Dragon Ball Z, or any Dragon Ball. I would really like to know, and if this video motivated you to watch the series, then please tell me that as well. And if you like it, also tell me. I'll make sure to comment as soon as I can. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you on the flip side.
Again, I know that I'm the key. Here just lining up the pieces. Shattered dreams, never peace. Open minds and hearts to read. Now in darkness there is light inside of everybody's life. So I'ma find it, get blinded by the shining pierce of light. And I don't care what it'll take. Many kingdom hearts to save. Yeah, I'ma grasp it, take action just to put it back in place. Only hearts can break fate just to start to take shape. God's sakes, get played while the darkness isn't late.